EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the east side of the Bay Bridge in Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and off we go from Oakland.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Down! You're wide 8-8! He's coming! Switch up! That's it!
Running the toss here to Jacobs. Strong run, but they get to him just beyond the 40. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on. You can run it back inside later.
The throw over the middle taken in. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose.
Check right, Chief.
On second down now, it's Jacobs. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Tighten up.
On first and 10, here's Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Here's Carr to throw. The open man here, Renfro. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Carr will come up here with a first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Defense wins champs.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
You can't block me.
Cousins now to throw on first down. It's caught. Smith. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
They can't move the ball on us.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing again on second down. Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs.
Let's go.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 36.
50. 180. Here it comes.
A first down throw for Cousins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Easy work.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Hey, watch the screen.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10.
Double up. He's coming. Double up. Easy. Kill. Right there.
To throw again. Carr. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Let's go.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down.
185. Mike 54. Hey, check.
On first down, it's Jacobs. On the tackle, it's Trey Waynes.
You got it.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's got the first down here inside the 30.
All day, baby, all day. What down? 180. Mike 50. White Monday down. Hey, dog. Big edge.
61, matchbox lights.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Down.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
We're good. 180.
On second down, Jacobs. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
Down.
It's a loss of 2, now third down.
White Monday.
Throwing his Carr on third down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's second and 9 from the 26. Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
93.
Looking to throw on second down. Carr, catch made. It's Moreau. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s. So a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow...
That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. Cousins finding Diggs on a big one, 53 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got a first and 10 at the 15. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Here's Cousins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Second down and goal. Cousins throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, but now it's third and goal.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year. Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill, no surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, that credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great award. Congratulations, Calais.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Carr. Being chased out left. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
I'm letting you know right now, you bet.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the east side of the Bay Bridge in Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Pittsburgh Steelers. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go from Oakland. This will be taken in after one. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Down. Keep right, 80. Night, sweetheart. That's it.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Let's go.
That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Carr, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
180. Watch twist.
On 3rd down, Carr. Flushed out right. It's caught. Jones. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Josh Jacobs, 46 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Roethlisberger gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
That, like 80.
51's the mic. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 7. And it gets him a new set of downs.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crouch.
First carry for James Conner. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Here we go.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26.
That, like 20.
50.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 11. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
Check 55, Mike. I got one. 734.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. He'll find his running back. It's Jalen Richard. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
To throw on 3rd down, Carr. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Let's get to some Hall of Fame talk while we have a second, because last week we mentioned the 15 guys that we knew were going into the Hall. 5 added. Isaac Bruce, Steve Hutchinson, Edgerrin James, Steve Atwater, and Troy Polamalu. You think about it, CD. For Polamalu, it was his first year of eligibility. People knew he would go in. Atwater was his 16th year. He had to wait a long time.
He certainly did, and I often wonder about the psychology of it all, because when you're young in your career, meaning young retired, right, these things mean something to you. But I don't know if they hit with the same impact as it will for a Steve Atwater. 16th year. Now, I think Steve would like somewhere to be a happy medium. Maybe the 8-year would be a lot better. But the bottom line is, the older you get.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Carlson on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On second and a couple, Roethlisberger finds his running back, James Conner. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. It's his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
It's our time. It's our time.
Check. 1 day.
From the 40 now on second down. Roethlisberger. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Here we go, here we go. Block 80!
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 26. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one made
if it is over already. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it.
I
think you just called it desperation time. I think you did, but let's face it.
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger.
3 scores down, not even a half time.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with a good field position they just took over with. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
To throw again on second down. Carr, and he's wrapped up. Taken down, back at the 25. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Carr going to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. From 6 yards away. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you just need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touch. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 33. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the east side of the Bay Bridge in Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Oakland. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. He'll find his running back here in the shard. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on second down. Carr there on the coverage, knocking that one away was Mike Edwards.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
7:34.
Carr now to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Good coverage that time by Sean Bunting. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They do go for it. It's Carr. He's got a man. It's Williams. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr, escaping the pressure right. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 24.
7:34.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Carr flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To throw, it's Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. Through an opening, and there he goes. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. It was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen.
He's got daylight. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Darren Waller, 73 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They drew that up. I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The big man, P.J. Hall, had the path to the QB there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football before he knew it. He was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Steps away to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Max Crosby, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep for the Raiders, Jalen Richard. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we're good, we're good. 180. What's up?
Now Carr. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From midfield, here's Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. These two teams all tied after one.
What's my name? What's my name?
Ready. 280.
Right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Following the interception, Winston. He completes it to Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, 29 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. It's got to affect him a little. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Shaquille Barrett picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Here's Carr.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet. Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field possession.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Well, this is a nice little gift-wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal. Now Jones trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. To throw, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Winston. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Well, switching gears, CD, I got to tell you, it's always sad now that football's over. We've got a long wait until Thursday, September 10th.
It's okay.
I know,
it's
but
okay.
September 10th.
You get a little misty there.
That's when the 101st season starts. We just finished off season 100. I don't know what we're going to do till then.
Well, I'm going to rest and relax a little bit, and so are you, but you're exactly right. It won't take us long to start to say, okay, when does camp start? How about OTA?
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Josh Jacobs, 59 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Go!
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
We got this. Ready.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the interception.